So we're just going to go through an update on Appleseed from the beginning of the summer. There's a ton of stuff to go through. I'm not very good at this whole video blogging thing, so I'm not going to try to do an edited video again. I'll just run through things. I'm going to go quickly. Let's start with the non-technical stuff, move to the technical stuff. First off, really productive summer, a lot of major improvements to the code. We've received a ton of interest and support. We were able to attend the Federated Social Web Conference, got to meet developers from StatusNet and One Social Web and a ton of other projects, and that was discussing on how our projects could intercommunicate. Right now, we've done a lot of the internal work that's necessary to build a good foundation, and we're looking at a highly functional beta in about 2 to 3 months, although it'll be usable before then. And it's actually pretty usable now. And then we're looking at a stable release candidate in about 6 months. We're still building with privacy as a goal. You can organize your friends into friends circles. You can restrict and allow what they see based on those circles. That's a feature that Appleseed has had since about 2008. It's been there for quite a while, but we have refined the user interface for that and everything, so it's a little neater. We're going to be doing fundraising with Indiegogo again, starting October 1st. And if you can help out in any way, it helps us push towards a 1.0 release. We'll also be speaking at Free Software Foundation Europe's conference in Sweden in November about social networking, about Appleseed. So any donation can help us get out there to do that. We do have a commitment to building a nonprofit around Appleseed, similar to the way Mozilla or Open Source Matters handles Firefox or Joomla respectively. We want to create a nonprofit so that although there will be for-profit ventures that come out of this, the main idea is to have a nonprofit that steers the development independent of them, no matter what. At this point, we're kind of at the last legs of a marathon. Like a lot of projects like ours are kind of taking their first steps and everything, and we're really finishing up and kind of pushing forward towards the end. We've got a really strong base, we've got a clear roadmap, and things are looking pretty fantastic. The amount of work that we were able to accomplish over the summer has been pretty amazing. Don't want to use fantastic twice. The code's been available the whole time. It's been available actually since 2005, so feel free to check it out and tell us what you think. We're going to be working on better features for bug tracking and documentation and stuff. It's something that we've got our sights on to make sure that people can involve themselves in the community around Appleseed. But things are looking really good, so stick with us, and it's going to be an interesting 6 months. So on a technical note, we've built a really flexible component-based MVC framework, uses pervasive hooks. I'm a full-time Joomla developer professionally, and I've worked with Drupal, I've worked with CodeIgniter, I've worked with Zend, I've worked with a whole bunch of different frameworks, even ones not PHP-based, and I'm actually really happy about where things are at with that. It's kind of a dream to develop in. It works really well. It's extremely flexible, and it should do everything that Appleseed needs it to do well into the future. We've gotten internationalization, so everything in Appleseed can be translated. Theming, you can do complete CSS-based themes. We have access control based on granting admin access to users, things like that. We have node control so that your node can choose to allow or deny another node. We have a bunch of debugging features. We have messaging, journals, comments, photos. All those are in there. We're going to be refining them over the next few months. We've got a protocol called Quick Social, which we're developing specifically for Appleseed. The specs are available in the Subversion repository. We don't have support for other protocols, but the way Appleseed is developed is that it's actually really flexible. So we can pull out the Quick Social set of hooks and put in another, or even support more than one protocol at the same time really easily. So Quick Social is, at this point, kind of a prototype. It kind of exists just to build our software around, to get the features we need and the user flow we need. But at any point, if another protocol gets more popular, Appleseed is in a perfect position to just replace Quick Social with that protocol and continue on like nothing happened. We're also building the Quick Social libraries as abstracted from Appleseed, so you can use those PHP libraries to add to any other open source software. We've also worked on the beginnings of an API for mobile apps, and we're basically looking, we're pretty close to being feature competitive with existing social network sites within a few months. Like we're really have done a lot of work, and things are looking really, really great. As far as installation, it's LAMP based, or Unix, Apache, MySQL, PHP. If you have any experience with installing software like that, it installs about a minute. It's really simple. I've done it a million times, so it's pretty straightforward. From here, we could use any kind of development help. We could definitely use any kind of promotion or donations. If you want to set up a node, you can download the software and do it right now, and that node will immediately connect into existing sites. If you have any questions, we have a mailing list. It's on Google Groups. It's called Open Social Networking. There will be a link to that as well. That's about it. There's a lot that's been done. If you really want the gritty details, you can look in the SVN commit log, and that's everything I've worked on. We've gotten a whole new theme, courtesy of a designer who gave us one. We've refined it a little bit since then, but the software looks a lot better as a default theme. I think that's. I don't know what else to say about it. I guess just start digging in the code if you really want to learn more. Otherwise, you can send an email to feedback@appleseedproj.org. We aren't giving out invites just yet anymore. We've kind of suspended that for a minute. Invites to the main test site, appleseedproj.org. We're trying to move to new servers before we add any more users. But when we do, the goal is about mid-October to start giving out invites, and then to give all new users 5 new invites. That they can invite 5 new users, and those users will have 5 new users. This allows us to not have to worry about server issues while we're still building the code, but still gives people a chance to try it out if they don't have a Unix server to install on themselves. Other than that, join our mailing list, support us on Mozilla Drumbeat, donate to the project, give us feedback, test it out. Tell your friends. Anything else? I don't know. Just think of something. Thanks for your time.